Chris, after fighting back to get your heads in front from conceding early on and then losing it, how do you sum that up?
Chucked it away. Listen, I'm not being. Don't take this as a dig against our opponents, but there'd be a lot of talked about character and we got ourselves back in the game and great effort. Never say die attitude and all that. Not to do with that. To with our defending and our attitude to defending, and it cost us on Friday night and it's cost us tonight. Didn't stop Friday night. We all. The approach to this sort of period is to be up the pitch, out the box, be compact in our shape, but we've made a change in terms of distances where we are and how we want to defend and be aggressive. So of course it's not going gung-ho and getting picked off pretty easily, but it's getting up the pitch, and we didn't do it late on in the 98th minute against Villa, and it cost us because the boy just has an easy head into the middle of the goal and goalkeepers coming out and defenders are going back the other way. It's an attitude to defending, and I'd be saying the same things if I was manager at any club in the pyramid. They're really poor goals. First one's a poor goal. We've left Gossamer out on the left. I don't know really how the build-ups that's happened, and he needs help, and we've not got over and helped him, and obviously it's a poor goal from our point of view. But the really poor ones are Friday night that turns a brilliant performance into a win, and tonight in terms of a second half recovery into a big 3 points. Don't stop the cross. Still on the inside the 6-yard box, which is absolutely ridiculous. Things like that are going to happen. It's not unlucky. It comes off Jack Robinson's head because he easily could have gone in from one of their boys. And then the third one, he just has a ball thrown into the middle of the box and poor bit of defending, and it comes off Anis. You'll look at it and go, oh, that's a little bit unlucky. It isn't, because the organisation's poor, and these things will happen.
What have you said to the players in there? Do they need to learn these lessons quickly?
Well, you're learning on the job, and you're learning in the toughest league in the world, in world football, and you'll get punished. But you'll get punished at any level, Tim. If that was a League Two game, I'll be saying the same things. They've not had to do anything second half to get back into the game. We've just basically handed them the game. And first half it was to and fro first half. They were dangerous in terms of what they did. We had our moments of what we did, so it was a pretty even first half, possibly shaded by them. But second half, for me, we got ourselves back into the game, and we really should be talking about an home win, and we really should be talking about, us going and getting the third, not them getting two to take the points.
Does it feel a missed opportunity to build on what was such a good point against Villa?
Well, the next opportunity is the biggest to go and get a result, and the manner in terms of what we did, I've been very, very complimentary about the group in terms of their attitude, about how they've gone about it. I think maybe they've seen a little bit of a different side to me tonight in terms of what I've talked and told them about. And they've got to be big boys, and they've got to take it on the chin. And because there's, I keep saying it. Kevin De Bruyne, top corner, seen it. Seen Salah put one in the top corner against us before. Some unbelievable goals, and you go, can't really do a lot about that. But the goals are terrible goals from our point of view. And like I said, no disrespect to Luton or Rob or their players. They've got that spirit. We all know about it. I've seen it. Saw it last year. I've seen it for the last 5-6 years there. Seen it since Mick was there. Seen it when John Still was there. The club's built on that spirit, and so are we in a way. But in that, there's technical things that you need to do, and we've basically not done that part of the game. Stopping across, allowing the boy just to put a ball into our box, and then, like I said, and then the dynamics of the game changes completely. All of a sudden, then the game's up in the air. It wasn't up in the air to 76. From 46 minutes to 76 minutes, the game wasn't up in the air. It was ours, and we had control of it, and basically we've chucked it.
Chris, after the way that you dropped points on Friday and here again, I guess it's really important that the lads don't feel sorry for themselves and They can't allow themselves.
I've been in this position before, Stu. With when you guys say about feeling sorry, so I really don't give a monkeys about how they feel. I don't. The professional footballers, it's up to them to get themselves back. You'll have hear me speak about it. We had a situation with Dean Henderson when he let one through his legs against Man United, and everybody talked about, it can't be too hard on a kid. I kept saying, look at American football, linebacker misses a tackle in a divisional playoff whatever game. Coach is not coming in and going, unlucky mate, next time. Everybody's got to be accountable for what's going off, and the attitude is key. This is Premier League football, best football in the world, and these boys have got to have that attitude of be strong mentally, because this is physically they've got to show unbelievable qualities. Technically, tactically, they've got to be astute and take on board, and we haven't done that because they're really poor goals. And they've got to get themselves. I'm not there to rub their head. But I'm the biggest supporter, and I've been unbelievably complimentary of them because they deserve that. And I'm saying it as it is, like I've always done. Here we go. Come on, unlucky. It's nice. It's poor. It's poor in terms of approach and attitude. It's poor that we didn't get out to stop the cross. It's poor that, whatever happened, whether it's a combination of goalkeeper or centre halves that we've not got out the box, that we've not squeezed up out the box on Friday night in the 98th, 99th minute. You don't have that luxury of going, you're just going to get punished. And we got punished Friday night and we got punished today. So we can only look at ourselves. And we have to get back on the bike pretty quickly, because it doesn't allow you to. And they have to show that attitude and mentality that, manager's had a bit of a nip. We've got to show that we can individually and collectively cut out these, because, like I said, I'm looking to my right a lot the second half. Not first half, because it was even, maybe they edged the first half, but you can't just turn a game over like that in terms of the work that we did and whatever we had to do from our point of view to get ourselves back into the game and get us noses in front, doing a lot of things great, really good, and then just go, there you go, toss the 3 points over. And like I said to you, I don't think that was earned by them, it was given by us.
So in terms of where they've gone mentally, is that a lack of bravery? Is that switching off? I wouldn't say switching off definitely from the third goal's point of view, because that's just an organisation. Nobody ever should be allowed to throw a ball into the heart of your box with 10 minutes to go or whatever it was. That's just organisation, one in front, one behind, filling spaces, everybody back inside the goal or whatever, in that sort of position, to making sure that it goes back and then we get out the box. But the second goal and the first goal at Villa, that's an attitude, and I don't know whether because of the situation that we're in, because of the goals that they've conceded, the club has conceded, that is a mindset that they're going to go and protect. You can't. We have to be brave and get up the pitch and allow that area for the goalkeeper to come and command and take that ball from a fairly comfortable cross. But when you go back, you're going to get hurt, and we've been hurt there. It is difficult because we've not, as you can imagine, I'm not looking for a way out. There's only so many training sessions that we've got. We've only got a real small amount of time. Have we worked on sort of unit work from a defensive point of view? We have in a little bit of way, not as much as we would have liked to. That for me is a straightforward situation. That I think that if we had worked on that from our point of view and had time, then we tidied that up. But really, it's that basic. I would even think, we talked about it after the game Friday. We don't have to be out on the training ground. It's just a basic up with where the boy crosses it, and you're up level with that. And it must be so frustrating, because if the game had stopped after 76 minutes, we'd be talking about how you got yourself back into it with that tactical switch and the spirit they've shown. It must be so frustrating when you've put the hard work in to get into that.
Yeah, it
position.
wasn't where we wanted to be first half. We were a little bit passive. We were passive in our attitude. We were safe. We went backwards and square. We didn't connect the team at all. There was odd moments. It was odd bits and pieces, but it was bitty. It wasn't control like we want it to be.
I think that obviously that we have to, and that's our job to make the changes that allows us to gain more control, and we did, and then we come alive second half, and obviously 2 goals, good goals from our point of view, and you know, front foot, and you know what happens here when you connect with the supporters. You know, it was a really positive place and a positive second half performance. You know, and the crowd played their part in helping us produce that. But it was an attitude more than anything. First half, it was a tactical change, and it was more an attitude of going for it and being brave. And but there's the attitude that is still from, it isn't always about the ball, and it isn't always about the front players as well, or the attitude with the ball. It's an attitude out of possession that we are going to be brave, and we are going to be compact, and we're going to get out of our box. And I've seen the goals that we've conceded this year, and there's a lot of them goals that are scored in those sort of areas, which obviously has been a punishing thing for us in dropping points.
And obviously not at all in the way that you'd wanted to, but have you learnt a lot about the attitude of some of these players in the last few days? Well,
you know, you come away from Villa Park, it's an extremely tough place to go and play, and I'm learning about the players all the time. You know, some I know, some I don't know, and I'm learning what makes them tick. So, you know, we have to learn as staff pretty quickly, and it's a backward step for us today. I think there's been a lot of positivity around the place, a lot of forward steps, even in the losses at Liverpool and losses at Chelsea. Performance against Brentford and Villa, you know, a lot of good things have been talked about the players, and rightly so. But you know, it's a backward step, which hurts really, because it wasn't a backward step for 95, 98 minutes. It was a backward step in a short period of time, second half really, where the game had swung into our favour. We did a lot of things right to get it into our favour and to the position that we're in. And then all of a sudden, you know, in the space of, I think it was 5 minutes, they scored the 2. It changes. We go to the end, of course. I wouldn't expect anything else. And, you know, we've had some little bits without really anything that, you know, you think, well, great opportunity to get ourselves something out of the game.
And it looked like McAtee maybe had a little bit of a problem after you'd used all the subs. Have you got any injury concerns at those early days?
No, there wasn't. And El's come through it. Ollie Mack's come through it. You know, they stuck their hand up. You know, possibly they were very, very close. I think in another day or another game that maybe we wouldn't have. But we needed some big players out there today as well. And so you know, we'll assess obviously off the back of how everybody's feeling after the game.
Hi, Chris. I don't know if you can help, but can you clear up anything that happened at the end when the referee spoke to you and Rob Edwards and Carlton Morris?
Yeah, there was a comment that was made that the referee that came over to speak to me and Rob. So from a racial point of view, which obviously is not great if obviously found to be the case.
Made from the crowd?
Yeah.
Towards Carlton, was he saying?
Towards one of their players, yeah.